In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the B1 Battle Droid as part of the Geonosis Arena 2-pack for the Legacy Collection. At this time, I do not currently have the Jedi that accompanies him. His name is Joclad Donva. He's more of a long-haired Jedi, kind of similar to like Qui-Gon, but without the beard. I do hope to track down that action figure at some point, but I'm not sure when I'll get around to it. I think he's kind of on the expensive side. Not quite as expensive as some of them, but it's up there enough where it's like, this is gonna take a little bit of time to get. So for now, we're just gonna be taking a look at the battle droid that accompanies him from that pack. But I think this droid deserves his own video anyway for one obvious reason. He doesn't have the eyes painted, and that was an error that was present with all these battle droids. At first, when I got this, I thought, man, I can't believe I got a sample that didn't have the eyes painted on it. But then I did some research online, and it turns out this battle droid didn't have the painted eyes at all for all the samples. But for another bigger reason, I do oftentimes read online that some people suggest that besides the missing eyes here, this might be the best B1 battle droid that you can get to date, at the time of this video at least. We'll see what happens when the Troop Builder set ends up starting to make its rounds, but I'm not sure how that'll work out. It's pretty much going to be the same thing as all these guys, but just new legs. But who knows? We'll see. And this is a pretty good battle droid. I'm happy to have one in my collection. I actually got this from Tungori a couple years ago, and it's part of the reason why I thought at first that, I happened to get an error action figure. Because that does happen with Tungori figures every now and then. But nope, as far as I can tell, this is pretty close to the same one you get brand new in the package. So I'm not sure if I would go as far to say that this is the best B1 battle droid that Hasbro's done. I would actually say that some of the Phantom Menace ones, like the Commander back here, I personally prefer a little bit more, and I think is a little bit more durable. But this one's definitely up there too. I will say he does have a little bit of trouble standing on his own. He's not the worst, but I do have there are some times where he does fall over on his own. So that could be improved upon some. And as far as I know, I think this is pretty much an entirely newly sculpted battle droid at the time. It's a shame it didn't really get more releases than it did. I'm not sure if beyond this one, I think it did get a couple extra repaints and releases around the same time, but it never carried forward into the TVC line. And that's something else I've read on occasions, that some people suggested that this should have been the TVC mold for the B1 droid instead. I think the head sculpt looks good, just missing the eyes. The proportions on this look pretty good. The body itself looks good. It's in the mahogany color that we see on Geonosis. The arms are pretty good. And the legs. The legs are sculpted good, but again, they could be more sturdy. They are a little bit on the wobbly side. I think one of the main selling points for this action figure is the articulation, which is really good. He does have that ball joint at the head there, which has a really nice range of motion. And he technically has a ball joint at the shoulders as well. And it is a ball joint, not a hinge, which is something don't really see too often on the B1 droid, so that's nice for Hasbro to do that. He does have hinge at the elbows, which has a good range of motion. Nothing in the wrist, which is a common problem with a lot of the B1 droids, and they can't hold the blaster well with both hands. But this one you can kind of work with it more because of the extra articulation in the shoulders, for instance. So I suppose you can have them hold it like that, but as far as holding it the traditional way, it's not really possible. Nothing in the waist or torso at all. He does have a ball joint at the hips. which has a really nice range of motion. You can kind of get him in that resting pose if you wanted to, but I don't think you can push the head in at all. Just verify that real quick. Yeah. Or, yeah, you can a little bit. See, he has a little bit of that giraffe neck there. Mine's a little bit stuck though. Not sure if that can go down all the way, and I don't really want to force it and risk breaking the action figure. But you can tinker with that a little bit. But yes, ball joint the hips, then hinged knees and hinged ankles as well. So this is definitely one of the best articulated B1 droids you can get. In terms of accessories, he just has the control pack here, which does plug in nicely into his back. And then the standard Battle Droid blaster. I don't think there's really anything too unique or new about that. No blast effects or anything. I think that's pretty much all I can really tell you about this droid. Of course, I'll revisit him again at some point once I get his accompanying Jedi. And I do hope to get at least a few more down the road. I would have to do some more research. This is honestly one battle droid that I haven't... I never really saw it in retail back in 2009 and 10. Part of it, I probably didn't really look for it very much. And I think it was a Target exclusive, too, at the time. And I don't live near a Target, so I only got to visit a Target probably once or twice a year. So I never really got to see it, unfortunately. But it is a nice battle droid. It definitely has a lot of great components about it. Just wish it had the eyes, but even with that aside, it's not the end of the world. I don't look at this battle droid and think he's way out of place from the rest of them. It just has its own uniqueness about it, I suppose. But he's a good droid as far as price is concerned. It's not too much. Between the two action figures in that set, he's definitely the cheaper one between him and the Jedi. But anyways, that concludes this review. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for playing more in the future. There's always more to come. If you haven't already, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate your support. And check out the links in the description if you haven't done so already. And as always, thanks for watching.